Hi everyone, this is Shay in Silver Lake, Oregon. It's 47 degrees and the high is going to be 57. And it's been raining since about 9 o'clock last night, 9:30. It just finally let up just now, but it's going to be raining again in another hour or so. Look how much it rained. That's like quite a bit in my wagon. Rinse that out. Okay, so we got some good news for the abused puppy, Coco. They have a new home. She's got a new home. She's going to the vet. They're thrilled. It's an excellent home. Couldn't have found a better one. She's going to be really spoiled. They're going to get her fixed. So, but first they're going to take care of all the problems that she has right now. So I'm so happy. And they're on the lookout for, what is that smoke? They're on the lookout for the other pup. There's another pup, that, the one with the gash on him. They're still looking for him. So that's on the, wonder what the, I hope that's like fog or a wood stove or something. Oh, there's a wood stove over there coming out of that house with the blue top. But that bigger smoke. Oh, yeah, it must be fog, because look at the clouds over there by that mountain. I don't know why I didn't look at this one. No, ain't nothing on this one. But what's also interesting is I saw the fire truck leave here day before yesterday, and I thought that's weird. And then they were heading towards Christmas Valley, so I knew it wasn't Fort Rock. And I thought, how weird for Silver Lake. And I looked around, I didn't see any smoke. I guess the Christmas Valley Fire Department didn't respond to a house that was on fire in Christmas Valley. And luckily, Silver Lake, which is like 30 miles away, responded. And I saw the house that caught on fire. It was like a trailer house. And they were able to, there was a cat. They were able to save the cat. And then, but the house is pretty much toasted. So, but I did see him, and I thought it was weird when they left here. I thought, well, that's weird, because I didn't see any smoke anywhere. And that's because it was clear over in Christmas Valley that they responded to that fire. That's Alan over there. Anyway, so I spoke with Linda, and she spoke with the lady that owns that truck, that 53 Ford right there. She has the title to it. How unbelievable is that? She has the title. And I can't wait to tell Chris. But me and Chris must speak. Because if he takes my beautiful truck, then he needs to be taking that trailer. That trailer's got to go. Like, I mean, if we're going to clean it up, let's clean it up. You know, I'm so happy about that dog getting a good home. I just couldn't stand thinking about her and, like, how I failed her. I shouldn't have, like, I should have been like, nope. Nope. But it wasn't my car. I was just driving. I was just a cab driver. So I really didn't have much say in the situation. But I did talk to them, and I did explain them, like, any future time that I am the driver when I'm taxiing, it's my rules. It's just how it is. And like, if I run across another animal like that, I want to contact the Humane Society. I do want to call the police. I do want to do something right then. Not a month or so later. We're lucky that she didn't, you know, dude, they are like getting it down to the nitty-gritty. I've been letting the deer just have it at this point, but dang. They've taken it at least that one at least 1.5 feet down. Because this is crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. So this was what I was kind of working on over here. This is a stump that I wanted it to dry out so that it would be easier to knock the dirt off. But then it turned around and rained, so that's out. So I was thinking I'd put my... Because see, I have a post there, and then I would use these two metal posts to hold this in. And then I've got some plastic. The thing about putting plastic up is the chopper. The helicopter rips apart anything that you have that's a greenhouse. That's why you don't see any greenhouses out here. Because the helicopters, they just don't care. And they don't take the same flight path. They won't take the same flight path. I think it's because they have different pilots. I don't think it's the same pilot all the time. I think it's different pilots, and they just come in. They don't exactly know exactly where they're going, which I think is craziness right there. How do you not know where you're going to land? Isn't that like pre-planned before you take off? But they come here, they fly in, and they have no clue. They just have an approximate area that they're supposed to land in. They don't really have, like, and I got to run out here all the time and pretend like I'm recording them. Because as soon as I throw my phone up in the air and I point it at them, they will yank that chopper right back up in the air. And then all of a sudden, they're on their correct path that they're supposed to be on. But I can't always be out here trying to pretend like I'm recording them. Like... There's just some days I'm not going to be here when the chopper comes. And I can't be out here trying to protect my little greenhouse. So I want to try to do cloth as much as I can. Like I was thinking that if I could do like some plastic around the bottom, but not on top. That way it had like some kind of an air hole so that it doesn't get pulled. I was thinking something like that. Look how cloudy it is. Oh, the Comet last night? No go. It was so cloudy. Plus, I was in Klamath Falls. I drove, so that it's the last North Lake volleyball game for the Cowgirls. And I drove a parent there. And, her daughter did really well. She scored 7 points in one game on the end. The last 7 points was amazing. Just nailed it. I was pretty impressed. I was like, dang, girl. And she was JV, only 14. I was like, oh my goodness. Her mom's like, yeah, I'm so proud of her. I was like, my goodness. Got good teams, whatever, where they're nice to each other. Team players, good team players. I didn't want to cover these last night because it was raining. And I wanted them to get some rain. But I'll definitely cover them tonight, even if it rains, just because I wanted them to get some of the good stuff. And then what else? Oh, yeah, Serenity. I do not like swings. That's why I don't have a swing here. I don't want it too much. These kids are psychotic on swing sets. She apparently fell off. Luckily, she threw her hands up and blocked her face. And, but she messed up both of her wrists. And she's got, some swelling on her right side of her face. But it doesn't look like she didn't give herself any black eyes. Unlike me when I was a child. I was like, black eye clean over here. One her left wrist seems to be a lot worse than her right wrist. So I don't know if like she landed harder on the one wrist or whatever, but she told me, she's like, I'm not even that worried about it, Nana, because I'm going to get back on that swing because I love swings and it doesn't matter. I just fell off this time. I was like, oh my goodness, because I won't let him have a swing here. We tried it. Ryder was out of control with it. He won't swing like a normal, like nice swing. He wants to swing crazy. I can't deal with it. I can't. It's so stressful for me. They had one up. I had to have him take it down. It wasn't even up an hour. I was like, you have to take it down. I can't take it. The stress. It's too much. It's just too much. So now look at Serenity. She hurt herself. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. So she's home today. Oh my gosh. And I got Ryder the cutest. Okay, he is really into like sharks and whales and fish and that kind of stuff. Like he's like, when he was like 6 months old, one of my friends' daughter, Anna, had left a shark in my car that we had gone to the wildlife safari. And she'd bought a shark and she'd left it in the floorboard of my car. And well, then when I had picked, a couple days later, I picked up my grandkids. It was just, back then it was just Landon and Ryder. And Ryder was about 6 months old and he was like screaming and screaming and crying. He was so upset and Krisha was really stressed out and like couldn't calm him down. Of course, back then we didn't know that he was autistic. We were going through the all the doctor's appointments and stuff because they thought he was blind and then he was deaf and it was like all these different things. But I had picked up that shark that was on the floorboard of my car and I was like making it swim back and forth in front of him, you know, like do. And that was his love of sharks. And he still has that shark to this day. He's 13. And he still has that particular shark to this day. And then, of course, he has tons of other sharks and stuff. But anyway, I found this neon light, you know, like, looks like, you know, those bar lights and stuff like that. Well, I found one. There's like a little neon thing, and it is a jellyfish. I was like, oh my goodness. He loves ocean or aquatic stuff. So to find a jellyfish like that, and it's really cool looking. And I brought it home last night and I showed it to my daughter first because we always talk about how we're going to present it to him. Because like you can put stuff in his room, like you can buy him a lamp and you can go into the room, you can plug it in, you can put it on a stand and everything. If he doesn't like it, he'll just unplug it, bring it back out and set on the table like, thank you, but no thank you. So it's a lot of it is how you present it to him. So I bought myself one too, but not a jellyfish. I bought these little cute little cherries. And so I'm like happily holding mine, lighting mine up, and then he comes over and Krisha's holding his and she lights his up. And then she holds it out to him, and if he accepts it, that means, you know, he'll pick it up and he'll look at it and stuff. So he picks it up, looks at it, and then he just walks off and he goes to his room and he turns it on and he sets it on his desk. That means he loved it. So then he tried to come and get my cherry. And I was like, no, these cherries, one's mine. This one's mine. I couldn't find a really cute one for Serenity. And red's my favorite color. So I was like, no. It's a little tiny, because I eventually plan on building this little bar separate my kitchen from my living room. And it's going to go on my bar. It's not very big. It's perfect. A lot of my stuff, my kitchen stuff is red, black, white, and yellow. So it's lemons, strawberries, cherries. And then, like, I just have, like, my utensils that are black. Some of them are red. And then, like, I just have, like, my utensils that are black. Some of them are red. And then, like, I just have, like, my utensils that are black. Some of them are red. And then, like, I just have, like, my utensils that are black. Some of them are red. And then, like, I just have, like, my utensils that are black. Some of them are red. And then, like, I just have, like, my utensils that are black. Some of them are red. And then, like, I just have, like, my utensils that are black. Some of them are red. And then, like, I just have, like, my utensils that are black. Some of them are red. And then, like, I just have, like, my utensils that are black. Some of them are red. And then, like, I just have, like, my utensils that are black. Some of them are red. And then, like, I just have, like, my utensils that are black. Some of them are red. And then, like, I just have, like, my utensils that are black. Some of them are red. And then, like, I just have, like, my utensils that are black. Some of them are red. And then, like, I just have, like, my utensils that are black. Some of them are red stuff like that. So it'll like kind of blend in with what I have. All right, I have yapped for 15 minutes. I'm just like being outside right now because it's been raining, and it's not even like a light sprinkle. It was like raining hard enough that I couldn't even stand here with an umbrella. It was just too noisy. So I was like, yeah, that's not going to happen. I did a lot of these, but I'm not seeing very many more. And then today, I guess, what I'll work on is the rest of those 4 o'clocks. They were in a container that I had sitting on that, but I had to bring the container in because I didn't want it to fill with water. We're getting down to the nitty gritties. Look how beautiful this color. I love this color. This color is so pretty. This one looks really orangish. I did see a lot of mums over in Klamath Falls yesterday, and they were all dead too. So I was like, wow, this just not been a very good season. I don't, like, in my opinion. I know mine looked like I had a lot, but I was way more impressed with my garden last year than I was this year. For sure. And I think that my allergies, I think I've narrowed it down to, I think it's marigolds. Because that's the only thing that I really had that a lot of that I don't normally have a lot of. Everything else seemed fine and normal. So I just think that next year when I plant marigolds, I'll just do it on the outside of my fence, right here. And leave it at that. I won't do the intermix where they're mixed in with everything. I don't think I'll do that. And I might do like, you know, maybe a couple other lone spots, but I don't want to intermix it into everywhere. I think that was like my big, because I remember when I go back and I look at a couple of the videos. Oh, the dogs are out. I can see. Oh, no, it's Emma. Oh, no, that's all of them. Well, maybe I'll walk down there. There's Echo Doodle. She's the easiest to see. And there's Emma. There's Gracie. Stella. I think Trigger's just sitting there. Trigger doesn't, like, he loves to play, but he's not really into chasing balls. He lets the other dogs do it, and then when Stella gets bored with it, then him and Stella start playing. So he usually just sits there, lets Stella run out her energy a little bit, and then they start going at each other. I love Trigger. Trigger's got the funniest personality ever. That puppy was born already potty trained, never chews on anything, stays in the yard, sits when he's told. Like, he's never had a spanking. Can you believe that? He's a puppy. He's never had a spanking. They don't have to reprimand him. He just rolls with the flow. Just doesn't get... The biggest thing that he's done was he did dig a hole. And just before she was going to say something, because we just noticed it as he was going, and we went to go over there, and bam, he pulled out a mole. So he, like, and killed it. So he's like a little mole hunter. Like, it was impressive. We were like, wow. That was crazy. Loves the cats. Gets along good with other animals. Gets along great with cats. Doesn't apparently like moles or mice. Like, I've seen him, like, her cat brought home a mice and was like running, and it had the dead mouse hanging out of its mouth, and it drops it on the ground, and Trigger picks it up and finishes packing it into the house and drops it. I was like, oh my God. So he's a supporter of the cats. He's a funny dog. All right, I'm gonna hop off here. Peace, love, and happiness. Look at that mountain over there. May peace be with you always. I hope you have a wonderful day, hour, week, second, lifetime, month, year. And I will catch you guys later. Thank you guys for watching, especially all the new subscribers. Wow. We're really boofing it up. Boofing it, boofing it, boofing it. We're going to be like the cool kids in town. There's hardly any kids. There's only 13, so it's really not hard to be that cool. All right. We'll talk to you guys later. Bye.